Hello and welcome to AUC's weekly news bulletin. I'm Sharif Al-Hakim and today we'll be having reports covering the special issue of the Caravan, the incentive program of the Advising Center, CMA on Ground campaign, the theater class finals, Ramadan at AUC, food outlets in Ramadan, finals week during Ramadan, and dogs on campus. Our first topic, the special issue for the Caravan. Every semester, the Caravan produces a special issue at the end of the semester. The special issue consists of multiple articles all around one theme. This semester's theme is youth. The Caravan decided to use the theme of youth as it represents the current climate in Egypt and appeals to all the students at AUC. There are multiple topics in the special issue that will appeal to the students and faculty in one way or another. The issue discusses entrepreneurship, health, environment, and many other interesting topics.
It's a special issue. We try to make it different from every other issue we produce, different from our weekly coverage of what's happening on campus. So what we chose this semester is to do a special issue on youth because we feel like it relates to the community, whether it's the AUC community or our age group and our main target audience. And we think that this would be more appealing.
The Caravan has been ever present at AUC, and these special issues highlight the work of the students majoring in journalism. Our next story is about the incentive program by the Advising Center. For the very first time, the Advising Center creates an initiative called the Incentive for Trip for Excelling Probation Students. The Academic Advising Center guides undeclared students from the moment they join AUC until the declaration of their majors. This program rewards the students with a fully funded trip if they excel after being on academic probation.
I wanted to encourage the students who wanted to repair their academic status, and they took the step to come and visit advising services and use our services and AUC facilities to repair their status, and they actually excelled. And
in mid-March, one of the students was given a call by the Advising Center, congratulating her for the achievement in her academic studies, and they offered her a fully funded trip to Thailand in the end of April with the Student Union.
Advising Center were actually so helpful when they did that because they made me so proud of the hard work that I did, and it made me want to excel more.
The idea of this initiative is to give awareness that the Advising Center helps the students with all the resources to achieve in their studies. Speaking of achievements, our next story is about a CMA Capstone Project on champutees. On Monday, May 6th, Communication and Media Arts senior students presented their Capstone on-ground awareness campaigns. The event took place at the plaza located at AUC's new campus and started at 12:15 till 2 p.m. One of the campaigns, called Champutees, is targeting amputees in Egypt, and the main aim is to support and raise awareness about the struggles amputees face.
I like the idea of this campaign as it supports amputees. I haven't seen such campaigns in Egypt before, and I hope I can see more of them in the future.
The group members of the campaign tried to engage students and workers by having different activities and challenges. Some of these activities were writing with the opposite hand and jumping race with one leg, and many more. Moreover, they distributed giveaways to the winners who showed support to the campaign. The campaign is getting a lot of attention and support from many other football players such as Abdullah Saeed and other public figures. Moving on to our next story about finals in theater classes. With the finals week coming up, all classes are looking to wrap up the semester, causing a frustrating period for the students. However, theater classes finals are a bit different. While the stress of finals is consuming everyone on campus, theater class aims to find a creative yet fun way to end the semester. Students formed small groups and performed various short acts from classical plays such as Hamlet and Twelfth Night as their final submission.
It was a very nice experience, especially during all of the finals and stress of studying and exams and stuff. It's a nice way to relax and just enjoy something fun.
Not only is this show a fun way for a final evaluation, but also many other students joined to treat themselves for a well-deserved laugh after the tough semester. Moving on to our next story about Ramadan at AUC. Ramadan has arrived to AUC while the semester is about to end. The Ramadan spirit is all over the campus as it has been beautifully decorated. Trees are decorated with colorful traditional Ramadan cloths. Of course, Ramadan decorations won't be complete without the traditional Ramadan lanterns, fawanis, which are hung up all over the campus. For the month of Ramadan, the Help Club booth is open for donations. Students can go and donate to help those in need. Donations go for food pack distribution, providing families and communities with meals and Ramadan packs.
I think it's very energy draining for Ramadan عشان أنا مثلا for example today I have 3 papers والنهاردة أول يوم رمضان فأنا مش نايمة غير ساعتين وال 3 papers عملتهم وحش قوي عشان I have no energy إن أنا أعمل each one حتى لو كان عندي spring break like I put effort to spring break بس برضو I have no time.
On the other hand, when you go to the library, you find students stressed as they are studying while fasting. Although Ramadan spirit is filled with happiness and peace, it arrived at a time where students are busy worrying about their finals and projects. Moving on to the food outlets on campus during Ramadan, students have been arguing for the past 2 weeks about the working hours of the food outlets during Ramadan. Since the start of Ramadan on May 6th, the working hours for food outlets on campus changed. Students showed their frustration about it by posting on and debating on Rate AUC professors. Students mentioned that the working hours are inconvenient for non-Muslims and for people who don't fast in general. Others mentioned that this is normal and that people who are not fasting should bring food from home if they find the working hours of food outlets on campus are not sufficient.
It's not fair that there aren't food outlets that are operating normally in Ramadan since not all people are fasting. Multiple shifts, يعني people should work multiple shifts if they can't work for long hours in Ramadan. They have to accommodate يعني the differences. يعني AUC المفروض يعني diverse environment, but this is not diverse.
I think it's fair to have Ramadan working hours because like most of the people are fasting and there's no need for the people to keep on working for the whole hours, especially that the other people who are not fasting, they can like bring some food from somewhere near like Point 90 or something, or they can bring their own food from home or something like that.
The food outlets' open hours are from 8:30 a.m. and closing hours are at 3 p.m. Not only are students fasting, they are also going through finals. The semester is coming to an end and all students are stressed because of finals week along with Ramadan and fasting, which creates a very heavy load. Finals week is all about group studying, projects, and final submissions instead of sitting at the plaza and catching up with some friends.
Finals during Ramadan is very hectic as we have to study and we don't eat, we don't drink coffee, and especially I'm a coffee addicted person and I love it and I have to drink it like 3 times a day. So studying to finals, especially that some professors are like doing the finals, the finals weekend, we have to study for it while.
The pressure isn't only on students but also on professors who are involved during such a hectic and stressful week.
Cope with this time of this sudden change throughout the whole month.
I don't think I can manage my time in Ramadan since I'm really used to chilling and like watching TV series and so the fact that I have to study now makes me really, really unmotivated.
In the morning I'm always very tired and exhausted and I never have the chance to do anything and I never get anything done. I procrastinate until the very last minute. Like I start studying after 1 a.m. so I end up sleeping at.
As stressful as finals can get, dogs are here to keep you company. Did you ever want to go to a pet shelter but didn't because they were too far away? The Animal Rights Association has fixed that problem for all dog lovers at AUC. The Animal Rights Association hosted a dog shelter on campus and gave students the time and space to play with the dogs. Each dog had an inspiring and interesting story of surviving on the street, which were given out on the pamphlets. Any students, whether they was facing tension from the final submission or stressed out from the final exams approaching, were found there playing with the dogs.
I like the event. I think I missed the bus for the dogs. It's really useful.
Even though the dogs were late, Since they were supposed to come in assembly hours, students managed to catch a minute or two with them. Nevertheless, the Animal Rights Association gave a chance to students who wished to give charity donations. Stay tuned for our interview segment with Rana Abdellatif, who is a double majoring student here at AUC. Hello and welcome back to AUCTV. Our guest today is Rana Abdellatif, who is double majoring in integrated marketing communications and graphic design here at the American University in Cairo. She just finished her graduation project, which was an awareness campaign that aims to hinder social judgment and to stop people from harshly criticizing one another. The message has reached masses. Few members of the group, including Rana, were asked to appear on popular TV shows to talk about their project. Hi Rana, welcome to AUCTV.
Thank you, Sharif, for having me.
So tell us, Rana, where did the idea come from and whose idea was it initially?
Well, at first, we worked on a completely different idea for the first 2 weeks or so of our project. And then we decided to sit down together again and think of a current or more current social problem in hopes of eliciting a change in behavior.
And what were your expectations? Did you ever think it would reach these heights?
Well, I didn't, or we all didn't think that it would reach this much or this many people, and also we didn't think that it would have that much of a positive impact. So no, we didn't have it.
And you think the message was really effective and it got to people?
Yes, actually it did, and we saw that in our family members and our friends and all people around us.
And while you were doing this, tell me, what was the most frustrating part about this?
I think it was not being able to see the final outcome and simply just working through the process without knowing what would come out of it.
And what was the most rewarding thing?
It's definitely seeing it in the end and the final presentation in front of us.
Well, we have some footage of the ads and we are going to watch a few of the campaign right now.
ألف سلامة يا نجم، تعين ولا إيه؟
ده عينيه محمر قوي.
قالوا شكله ضعيف كده ليه؟
هو شمام ولا إيه؟
ده شكله اتلم على شلة صايعة.
شكله زي الحشاشين.
إيه ده خس قوي.
ألف سلامة عليك.
شكله زي الحشاشين.
اتلم على شلة صايعة.
ده أكيد فرص بزيادة.
ما تحكيش قصتي.
ما تحكمش عليه من أول نظرة، دي مش قصتك.
So that was a lovely campaign. Can you tell us what were the reactions you got? Did you get any negatives or was it mostly positive, or what were the reactions exactly?
Actually, they were mostly or entirely positive, if I may say. And people actually started noticing that this was an existing attitude that they had in them, that they judge without even noticing that they do so and without thinking of the consequences that it may have on the person being judged. And that's what they noticed in the end.
And since it was you got such positive reactions and it was such a successful project, do you plan on continuing this project upon graduation, or what are you planning on doing?
Well, actually, a part of the positive impact that we found in society is that the National Council of Women, or Majlis Qawmi al-Mar'a, actually contacted us and they want us to go through the campaign, and which we're currently working on in process.
That's very interesting, and I wish you all the success in the future. Thank you very much for joining us here at AUCTV.
Thank you. It was lovely being here.
Thank you for watching the AUCTV. This was all for this semester. Thank you.